come the Tigers in the 6th inning. They are down by 3. Well, Al Kaline went over to the press box. He got the word. We're staying and playing, they said.
Staying and playing.
No
Last
curfew.
trip in, no curfew.
Staying and playing. No, there will be no 1 o'clock curfew here in Cleveland. So this game will be played to its conclusion this morning. It's already morning here in Cleveland, unless the weather interferes. The Tigers are down by 3 as they bat in the 6th inning. Pat Sheridan, Darrell Evans, and Kirk Gibson will be the batters. Sheridan's 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard, but he has nothing to show for it. 6 home runs, 44 runs batted in for Sheridan. Since the rain delay, John Farrell has just been outstanding. He's allowed 1 hit. That was a wind-blown pop fly double. That's been the only base runner. He retired the side in order in the 3rd inning, the 4th inning, and only the double by Bergman in the 5th has marred his performance. Change up to Sheridan makes it 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. This one chopped toward the mound, and whoa, what a play. He almost hit him with it. Tabler was shielded for a moment, it looked like, and he still hung on to it.
Oh, this is an excellent play. He almost throws it, Pat Sheridan almost shields the ball. How Tabler was able to make the play, I don't know. Barely missed hitting Sheridan in the back.
So there's 1 out, and the batter will be Darrell Evans. Darrell is 0 for 2 in this game. No pitch, time called, and Farrell delivered anyway. He was ready to throw. Pitch outside to Darrell. 1 ball, no strikes. And a strike will make it 1-1. Just caught the outside part of the plate. One out, nobody on in the 6th inning. Tigers down by 3. And a pitch outside, ball 2. Ball 2, strike 1. Don't forget the Tiger home run inning. We're going to have that in a moment. Darrow with a big rip on a pitch that might have been out of the strike zone. Ball 2 and strike 2. John Farrell waiting for Darrell to get back in. He doesn't take much time. Just got a piece of it. There's Sparky. He hasn't seen the spark in his ball club here tonight. 3-2 to Darrell Evans. Gibson will bat next. Ball 3, strike 2. And a bouncer towards second. Big hop for Novoa, and he'll throw him out. Oh, Evans is out, second out in the 6th inning. And the batter will be Gibson.
What John Farrell has done, he has come out here and thrown strikes. And, of course, I think it helps that the strike zone might be a little bit bigger, but it's bigger for both teams. And he's getting ahead of the hitters. And they might be swinging at some bad pitches only because Rocky Rowe is calling strikes.
Gibson walked in the first inning, struck out in the fourth. And the 1-0 pitch. That'll make it 2-0. Ball 2. Tigers have only 3 hits off this man. And another foul ball. John Farrell making his first start ever in the major leagues. Blows the fastball by him. Evens the count at 2-2 to Gibson. Take a look at this last one.
Just rears back and throws it to right down the middle of the plate. Gibson not swinging well, swinging under the ball.
John Farrell has walked only 1 batter tonight. That was Gibson in the first inning. He changed up on him, and Gibby just barely got a piece of it. Still 2-2. This one chopped foul. Tigers have 3 hits. 2 of those belong to Bergman. He's got a double and a triple. The other one, Morrison, had a home run. Ball 3. All 3, strike 2. Trammell would bat next if Gibson gets on. And the payoff pitch. Another foul ball. Young man doesn't give in to the hitters. He comes right at you. 3-2. Did to Evans. Now Gibson. And another foul. It's going to be a big day at the stadium here tomorrow. They're going to honor Larry Doby. They'll have an old-timers game, bringing back many of those that played with him and against him. Yeah, Chuck Wozniak says that is today, not tomorrow. It is 12:34 in Cleveland. Then after the old-timers game, the ceremonies honoring Doby, and then the Tigers and Indians will play at 3:05. He walked him. Well, for the second time tonight, Gibson is on base with a walk. Alan Trammell has bounced to third and popped to the second baseman.
Trammell already has more RBIs than he's ever had in one season, and he needs 1 more home run to tie his all-time high of 21.
No swing. They appeal to Valtaggio at first base. 1 ball to Alan Trammell. It's a breaking ball and a good one. He got the outside corner with it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gibson was running in the first inning when he walked him, and he was thrown out attempting to steal. Check swing, and he hits it down to third. Jacoby makes the play to first base. No runs in the inning. One man left. We go to the bottom of the sixth. The Indians lead it 4-1. Here come the Indians in the sixth inning. Chris Bando, the leadoff man. Junior Noboa and Brett Butler will be the batters. The Phillies are well on their way to winning 2 tonight from the Dodgers. They won the first game 2-1 in 11 innings, and they lead 7-3 in the 8th inning of the second game. The Dodgers, one of the big mysteries of baseball. Since 1985, when they went to the playoffs, they haven't been able to get on track. Farm system, I guess, Al, no longer developing players like it once did.
Oh, you see all the players they're picking up, the older players that are being released by other teams.
That is something that the Dodgers would never do before.
They pick up Mickey Hatcher, who was released by Minnesota. Glenn Huffman, I guess, is going to report to him.
Yep. He'll be there today. He is to report today. Pitches inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bando. There's about 4 they named in the paper yesterday that the Dodgers had picked up, veteran ball players. These fellows are really excited right now. One has on a Cleveland cap and one a Tiger cap. Well, it's late. The lady in the back is not too enthused about it all. At 12:39 here in Cleveland. It's pretty hard to get the old rah-rah going. One ball, 2 strikes to Bando. And a fly ball behind shortstop. Alan Trammell waving everybody away. So Bando is out. The batter will be the second baseman, Junior Noboa. Junior safe on an error in the 3rd inning, popped it up in the 5th inning. Jeff Robinson will pitch for the Tigers tomorrow. Jack Morris on Sunday to close out the 4-game series with the Indians. Then it's on to Minnesota, where the Tigers play the Twins 3 games before returning to Tiger Stadium.
And I don't think the Twins are going to be quite as easy in the Dome as they were in Tiger Stadium.
Here's a base hit into right. Ball sharply hit on the ground to right field. The first base runner allowed by Henneman. Well, Noboa is at first base, 1 out, and the batter is Butler. Little guys had a bunt single in this game, 1 for 3. Minnesota lost 3 straight, as everybody knows, to the Tigers. They went into Fenway Park tonight, and they were bombed 11-3. Their ace, Frank Viola, victim tonight. Pitch is over, but low. 1 ball, no strike. Last report we had, in the 6th inning, California had a 2-1 lead. Still batting in the bottom of the 6th inning against Toronto. This is low. Oakland had a 5-2 lead over the Yankees. They were playing in the bottom of the 6th inning. That game is now in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's a 5-3 game. Oakland 5, the Yankees 3. Bottom of the 7th inning, Oakland batting. Somebody's going to have to hurry. Safe at first. He does get down that line. Brett Butler beats out another bunt. secret here. He just puts the great bunts down, Al.
Oh, you see the high bounce, and Noakes pounds on it, but Butler has such great speed.
So the bunt single puts runners at first and second. One out for Franco. Julio started the big rally in the 5th inning with a bunt single after the first 2 batters had been retired. And a strike from Mike Henneman. Junior Noboa, the runner at second base. Butler at first. They've got good speed on the paths. And a pitch in the dirt. That'll move them up. It'll be a wild pitch charged against Henneman. Big scoreboard in center field flashes the wild pitch sign. They're going to move the infield in with runners at second and third, 1 out. And the 1-1 pitch to Franco. It's a strike. That'll make it 1-2.
Franco hasn't been happy all night long. He has been complaining about a large strike zone.
One ball, 2 strikes to the Indian shortstop. Ball bounced to Brookins. They'll hold the runner. Franco is out at first base. Second out of the inning, and it'll leave it up to Pat Tabler. Pat Tabler had a solid base hit his last time up. Indians have out-hit the Tigers 11-3, and they lead 4-1. Indians won the first game 12-4. Mike Henneman delivers, and a base hit into left. Going to get 1 run in. It'll get 2 runs in. Pat Tabler with a 2-out single drives in 2 more. And a 6-1 ball game.
Well, you just can't make mistakes with these hitters. You see the ball up in the strike zone again, and the ball hit on the line out to Gibson. Butler on second base. There's just no chance to throw out that speedy guy. Gibson just throws it into second base.
The batter is Carter, who takes a pitch inside. Joe Carter had a base hit, drove in a run in the 5th inning. He broke the 1-1 tie. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Indians have been on a tear. They had 13 hits in the first game. They've had 12 here in the second. Strike 2. Mike Henneman gets ready. And a fly ball to left. Towering fly that'll be handled by Gibson. And the inning is over. They get 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. Strand 1, and at the end of 6, the Indians lead the Tigers 6-1. Well, here it is. This is our Tiger home run inning. We've had no winners now for our last 3 telecasts, so the pot is up to $1,300. And playing tonight is Betty Vaughn from Vestaburg, Michigan. Her postcard was selected at random by the independent public accounting firms of Coopers and Lybrand prior to this game. And if a Tiger hits a home run during this inning, Betty would win $1,300 from Miller Lite. And if the home run is a grand slam, Betty will win $10,000. So good luck to Betty Vaughn from Vestaburg, Michigan. Matt Noakes will lead it off. Noakes, Morrison, and Bergman will be the Tiger batters. There's a foul to the upper deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-1, the Indians lead it. We're in the 7th inning. $20,900 plus paid for this doubleheader. Pitch outside, ball 2. $20,965. A 2-1 pitch to Noakes. It's a ball, ball 3. Matthew has fouled out and bounced out. 0 for 2, 0 for 1 in the first game. John Farrell is ready, and he walked him. 3rd walk given up by Farrell tonight. And the batter is Morrison, who's had a home run in 2 trips. Got his home run in the 2nd inning, fouled out to the 3rd baseman his last time up. Pitch is high, and they're going to take a little time and talk to the youngster.
He might be just showing the first signs of getting tired. He's thrown a lot of pitches, even though he's been able to throw strikes. His first major league start. Could be getting a little bit tired. He's done a whale of a job.
One ball, no strikes to Morrison. And he fouls this one away. Jimmy hit a long home run over the left center field fence back in the 2nd inning. That started the scoring in this game. Indians tied it in the 3rd inning. Broke the tie with 3 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. And they lead it 6-1. He almost walked right into that one. Scoreboard says 1-1, but I'm sure it's ball 2 and strike 1. It is. They change it now. The wind is not blowing nearly as hard as it once was. Still moving the flag in left field. Bunt foul behind the plate. Evens the count at 2-2. Jim Morrison has been a busy man tonight. He started the game as shortstop, the first game of the doubleheader, moved to first base, then to 3rd base. And he's playing 2nd in this game. And he strikes out on a breaking ball. Three strikeouts for John Farrell.
Well, after throwing him a lot of fastballs inside, you see the breaking ball out of the strike zone. Again, Morrison's an aggressive hitter. He does swing in a lot of bad pitches. But that's his style. He just goes up there and he's swinging. I wonder if he's ever been behind the plate.
I don't know. Dave Bergman, the batter. And a strike. Bergman had a triple in the second inning and a pop fly double in the fifth inning. He's 2 for 2. The 1-strike pitch. David fouls it away. Strike 2. Dave Bergman waiting on John Farrell with a strike 2 count. Runner at first, 1 out here in the 7th. And a fly ball into center. Brett Butler moves back a few steps. The second out, and it'll leave it up to Chet Lemon. Chester has bounced out and lined deep into left field. Pitch to Lemon. It's a strike. He got it on the outside part of the plate. 1 strike to Chester. Noakes opened this inning with a walk, and he's still at first base. Strike 2. Strikes to Lemon. Check swing down to first. And Lemon is out. Well, the Tigers go quietly after the walk to Matt Noakes. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cleveland 6 and the Tigers 1. He's had a single and a walk and a fly to left field in this game. 1 for 2. It's been a very busy night for Jacoby. He was on base 5 times in the first game, twice here in the second.
He's moved his batting average up to 292 now. He has 23 home runs on the year.
He's facing Mike Henneman. And a pitch inside. Ball 3, no strikes to Jacoby. And he walked him. Well, this young man is on base again. 8 times tonight he has been on base. And we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're watching Tigers 87. The batter is Castillo. A double, a single, and a walk in this game. Facing a right-handed pitcher for the first time. It was the single by Castillo, batting in 2 runs that drove Tanana from the mound back in the 5th inning. Strike 2 to Carmen. Strike 2 to Castillo. Strikes him out. Carmen Castillo, a strikeout victim, first out of the inning. And it'll bring up Corey Snyder. Take a look at the last pitch.
Well, you see the last pitch. Carmen does not swing nearly as well against right-handers. Of course, he doesn't get a chance to face them on a regular basis, and Henneman is much tougher on a right-handed hitter than he is left-handed. He threw him a sidearm breaking pitch out of the strike zone.
Corey Snyder is 0 for 3 in this game. He struck out a couple of times. And he fouls it away. Final score from Philadelphia in the second game of the doubleheader. The Phillies 7, Dodgers 3, and they complete the sweep of the Dodgers. Phillies were only 7 games out starting play tonight, so they'll be 6.5. Cardinals a winner in Cincinnati. But they pick up a game and a half on Montreal and a game and a half on the Mets right in front of them. Pitch outside. Ball 2, strike 1. Corey Snyder, the batter. He had a home run in game number 1. Pitch outside, ball 3. Ball 3, strike 1 to Snyder. And a strike makes it 3-2. This young man has 29 home runs this year. Hits the ball on the ground to left field. Base hit for Snyder. Stopping at second will be Jacoby. It's the 13th hit for the Indians.
Well, he gets the ball down in the strike zone. He's a better low ball hitter. He has a looping swing. This fella's a fine-looking ball player, even though he does strike out an awful lot. He has great power. Looks like he's limping a little bit as he takes his lead off first base.
Chris Bando will bat left-handed against Henneman. Switch hitting catcher has a single in 3 trips tonight. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strike. Ball flies out of Henneman's hands. Well, we're ready to go. Rocky Rowe gets the ball he likes, gives it to Henneman. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 1 out in the 7th. And a fly ball into left. Backing up is Gibson. He'll make the catch. Second out of the inning as Bando hit it straight to Gibson in left field. The batter will be Noboa, Junior Noboa. He's had a single, 1 for 3. Safe on an error, popped to second, single to right. It was his single that started the 2-run rally in the 6th inning. Strike to Junior Noboa. N-O-B-O-A. And the 1-strike pitch. Ball hit the leg. Great play by Brookins. Throw to second, and he got him. Good play by Brookins. The ball was headed for left field, and Tommy, with a diving stop, picked it off and made the play at second. At the end of 7, 6-1, the Indians lead it. Tommy's 0 for 2 in this game. And a pitch over but low. Ball 2, no strikes. strike makes it 2-1. We got a final from Oakland, 6-4. Oakland beat the Yankees. Paliarulo and Mattingly had home runs for the Yankees, but they lost it 6-4. Tommy fouls it away. California has scored another run. They lead Toronto 3-1. California is now batting in the bottom of the 8th inning with a 2-run lead over the Blue Jays. Ball 3. Ball 3, strike 2. Here's a line drive that'll be caught. He hit it like a bullet right at Jacoby at third base.
Well, this ball is hit like a shot. He knew a fastball was coming. Didn't want to walk him, and right to Jacoby. Jacoby's been doing a whale of a job for Cleveland tonight.
Pat Sheridan fouls it away. In case you missed the other American League scores, Boston beat Minnesota 11-3. That's Clemens over Viola. Milwaukee shut out Kansas City 3-0. Barker beat Jackson. Chicago a winner over Texas tonight, 5-1. That's Long over Kilgus. California 3-1 over Toronto, bottom of the 8th. Here's a bouncer up the middle and a base hit for Sheridan. A 1-out single for Pat Sheridan. In the Baltimore-Seattle game, they are playing in the bottom of the 8th inning in Seattle. 3-2. Seattle leads Baltimore. So we should have some finals on those in a moment. Darrell Evans, the batter. Runner at first, 1 out, 8th inning. 6-1, the Indians lead it. Pitch is low to Darrell.
Hey, right at him, Johnny. Good ground ball.
Pitch down low, ball 2. Ball 2, no strikes. Indians have out-hit the Tigers 13-4, and they lead 6-1. And a strike makes it 2-1.
Getting action in both bullpens. Doug Jones for Cleveland and Willie Hernandez for Detroit.
There's a ground ball to first. Took a bad hop. Tabler stayed with it. Makes the only play he had left. That was at first base. Sheridan moves down to second.
This ball is hit well. The ball takes a bad hop. It could have been a double play, but he's going to make sure of 1 out.
Runner at second, 2 outs, and the batter is Gibson, who's walked twice and struck out. Time call. They have a baseball loose on the field. Out of the Indian bullpen. First time tonight, Farrell taking a lot of time, and I would imagine that's because a runner at second. Tigers have had very few runners at second base, and they changed the signs. Breaking ball low.
Hey, get him, Johnny. Get that ground ball.
Gibson, the batter, with a runner at second, 2 outs in the 8th inning. And he hits a fly ball into center field. Easy play for Butler. No runs in the inning. 1 hit. Tigers strand a man. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Cleveland.
Willie Hernandez now pitching for the Tigers. He has not pitched in a while, and Sparky wants to get him some time out on the mound. Willie is 2-2 this year. His earned run average is dropping 2.72. Has pitched in 31 games, had 6 saves on the year, 39 2/3 innings, allowed 35 hits, 18 runs. He's walked 12 and struck out 21. Willie in his last 5 games has 1 win, 1 save. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings, allowed just 1 hit, 1 run. He's walked 1 and struck out 3. So Willie has been pitching well of late.
Top of the batting order for the Indians, Brett Butler, Julio Franco, and Pat Tabler. 6-1, the Indians lead it, bottom of the 8th inning. A pitch to Butler. It's a strike. He's had 2 hits in this ball game. They've both been bunt singles. Willie Hernandez delivers strike 2. He got the screwball over. Butler had 2 hits and a walk in the first game, 2 hits in this game. He's had a big night. This one skips off Noakes' wrist, I think, and all the way up into the stands. The way the bullpen is going, we'll look at the pitch first. The way the Cleveland bullpen is heating it up, Al, it looks like we might have a pitcher in the 9th inning.
That's Doug Jones. He's the one who has emerged as the #1 pitcher in the bullpen.
Brett Butler, a strikeout victim to start the 8th inning. The batter will be Julio Franco. 6 runs on 13 hits for the Indians. The Tigers have 1 run on 4 hits. Pitch is low to Franco. Ball 2, no strikes. Franco with a single and 4 trips, waiting on the pitch from Hernandez. Ball 3. Riano to Julio. And a strike. He got it in about knee high. Willie comes right back at him, and a drive into right center. This ball's going to be up the alley and out of here. Julio Franco drove it over the fence in right center field. Ball carried extremely well.
This ball was hit hard, but I think the wind certainly helped it. It carried well out of here. His 7th home run of the year. This ball was hit very hard, right in the gap, wind blowing towards center field.
That makes it 7-1. The Indians in front. And the batter is Pat Tabler. He's had a couple of hits tonight. Indians have 27 base hits tonight. One ball, no strikes to Pat Tabler. This is fouled away. The Tigers, after shutting the Minnesota Twins down completely in the last 3 games, have been battered around tonight by the Indians in this doubleheader. They've scored 19 runs on 27 hits. Pitch outside. It's a final from California. The Angels beat the Blue Jays 3-1. So if there's any consolation, it comes from the West Coast.
That helps a little bit.
Yankees lost.
It stops some of the bleeding.
It does. So the Tigers lose only, if they lose this game, will lose only a half game to the Yankees and a half game to Toronto. They're in a virtual tie for first place if the Indians go on to win this one with Toronto. There's another one hit out of here. Oh, this has hit a mile. Pat Tabler has just sent one into orbit.
Number 9 for Pat, who is having another big year for himself. Doesn't hit a lot of home runs. He's more of a line drive, hit it up the gap type of a hitter, but you see there a perfect swing. He keeps his head down over the home plate, right behind the swing, and this ball is hit a long ways in deep left field.
Makes it 8-1 in favor of the Indians. And Willie says, hey, I don't know what's going on here. 2 moonshots.
Well, Willie's out here for just a little exercise, and he's getting lit up a little bit.
Yeah. Sparky wanted to give him a chance to throw a little bit, and he struck out Butler to start this inning, but then Franco hit one a long way in right center, and Tabler hit one even further, maybe in left field. And it doesn't get any easier with Joe Carter at the plate. They measure 346 feet for the Tabler home run. Ball 2, no strike. Ball 3. 3-0 to Carter. Willie Hernandez ready, and a strike makes it 3-1. Ball 3, strike 1 to Joe Carter. He'll jump on this one, and he pops it up. Bergman at first base will grab it. Second out of the inning. And the batter will be Brooke Jacoby. There's a fellow that's had a big doubleheader. He's been to the plate 9 times in this doubleheader, and he's been on base 8 times. Fouls this one away. In the first game, he had 3 walks and a couple of singles. In this game, he's had 2 walks and a single. So he is really 3 for 4 officially for the night. Strike 2 to Brooke Jacoby. Pitch inside makes it 1-2. The pitch from Willie. Ball 2. 2-2. He just got a piece of it and fouled it away. So Jacoby stays alive. Ball 2 and strike 2. Ball 3. This young man has had 5 walks tonight in the doubleheader. Chops this one foul. He would have had 6 walks. Swung at a bad pitch. 3 strike, 2 to Jacoby. Bouncer to third. Tommy Brookins. Long throw, and he's going to get him. They get a couple of runs in the inning on home runs, one by Franco, one by Tabler. We go to the 9th inning. 8-1, the Indians lead the Tigers.
Four. Tigers 87 continues. Brought to you in part by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers, Detroit's best team. And by your neighborhood Kentucky Fried Chicken, home with the Colonel's original recipe. We do chicken right.
A couple of changes in the middle of the infield. Noboa moves from second base to shortstop, and Henzo is now playing second base for Cleveland.
And for the Tigers, it'll be Alan Trammell, Matt Noakes, and Jim Morrison in the 9th inning, trailing 8-1. It's been a very impressive performance tonight by John Farrell, making his first start in the major leagues. He's given up 1 run. That was a home run to Morrison back in the 2nd inning. And a pitch inside to Trammell.
This Cleveland team has made quite a few changes, getting rid of some older players with big salaries and gone with more young players.
Here's a base hit into left field. Trammell makes the turn. He'll go to second. And a 2-base hit for Trammell, leading off here in the 9th inning. It's only the 2nd time tonight the Tigers have had the leadoff man on base. Noakes walked in the 7th inning, and he was stranded at first base. Matthew, the batter, with a runner at second, nobody out. 0 for 2 for Noakes. He's fouled out, bounced out, and walked tonight. And the pitch is high. Ninth inning of the 2nd game. Noakes stepped out just as Farrell got ready. There's a long drive, but it's going to be foul. Ball hit against the facing of the 3rd deck. One ball, 1 strike to Matthew. Farrell gets ready, and the pitch is hit high in the air into center field. Brett Butler moves in a few steps. And there's 1 out here in the 9th. The batter will be Jim Morrison. Jim's had 1 hit. That was the home run in the 2nd inning. Runner at second, 1 out. Tigers trail by 7 in the 9th inning. Tomorrow's game starts at 3:05. Robinson will pitch for the Tigers. Then on Sunday, Jack Morris will close it out. There's a strike. One strike to Jim Morrison. And the pitch. It's high. 1-1. John Farrell is the pitcher out of Oklahoma State. Gets this sign and the 1-1 pitch to Morrison. It's a ball, ball 2. Ball 2, strike 1. Trammell opened this inning with a double. Matt Noakes flied to center, and it's ball 2 and strike 2. Hall hits slowly toward third. Jacoby on the run, throws it away. And Trammell moves over to third and holds on there. Jacoby had plenty of time, it would appear. Just threw it away. We'll take another look at this.
I think he sort of forgot who was running. He had plenty of time. You see there he comes in, makes a good play. He had plenty of time to set himself. He threw the ball kind of awkwardly, like it was off the side of his hand.
So the Tigers have him at first and third for Dave Bergman. David has had a double and a triple tonight and flied to center field. The 1-0 pitch to Bergman. Here's one up the alley in left center. This will go to the fence. 1 run is in. They're going to wave another one in, and another double for Bergman. 8-3 as David drove it to the fence in left center field.
Well, Bergey's having a big night for himself. He's hit the ball hard 2 times. He was lucky on 1 base hit, but this ball was hit hard up the gap. They were playing him well around the pole in right field.
I think this is Steve Coleman, the pitching coach.
Yeah, he's the new pitching coach. He's going to come out and talk to his young pitcher and ask him if he's tired. There's Doug Jones, who has emerged as their #1 reliever out of the bullpen. And what Mr. Farrell has done for the Indians is not only pitched a great ball game for them, but has saved their bullpen. Their bullpen has been in shambles the last week. They've been used so much, and he has at least got them into the last inning if they decide to make a change. And making the change is decision of that man, Doc Edwards.
They'll bring up Chet Lemon with a runner at second, 1 out. 2 doubles, an error this inning. Tigers have scored 2. Chester bounces it foul. Chet's 0 for 3. Hit the ball hard. Back in the 5th inning, a line drive deep into left that was caught at the fence by Carter. Strike pitch. Ball hit to the shortstop. He'll go to first. Out number 2. Lemon is out. Short to first. The batter will be Tom Brookins. Tommy Brookins looking for his first hit in this game. He gets it in at the knee. One strike to Brookins. Runner is second, 2 outs in the 9th. 8-3, the Indians lead it. That's a ball, makes it 1-1. Strike to Tom Brookins. And a fly ball to right. That's